A group of minions are checking out the new addition to the evil lair, the Foggy Forest Fiasco. They don't know how it works, but they are about to find out. Meanwhile, deep within the foggy woods, Gru and the girls are having their own fiasco trying to get the ride to work. But when Gru goes to investigate the noise, he ends up trapped in his own invention. Can the girls save him, and what will the minions discover? Let's find out. As soon as the minions enter the ride, they start messing around with the controls. One of them pulls on this red lever, sending the other flying through the air. They look at each other confused, then decide to try it again. This time we see that the lever is actually attached to a wheel which raises and lowers platforms. They jump up and down excitedly, but wait, there's more. As they play, they overhear the word banana and can't help but start throwing bananas at the screen. Then one of them has a great idea. He grabs a big bunch of bananas and places them on the platform. Then he gives the lever a big pull, but the platform doesn't move. He pulls harder, but still nothing. What's going on? Well, it turns out the bunch of bananas is too big for the platform, and it won't fit onto the wheel. So one minion decides to fix that by cutting the bunch in half with a pair of scissors. Just as he does, another minion comes along and grabs one of the halves, running off before the first one can stop him. He jumps onto the platform and pulls on the lever, making the wheel turn and the platform go up and down. They all cheer. It's time for a banana break. The minions grab some bananas and head to the next attraction, but they don't notice that they left the lever in the raised position. Meanwhile, Gru is checking out the ride and decides to test it out himself. He steps onto the platform, pulls the lever down, and gets stuck. Oopsie. Back at the control room, Agnes hears the commotion and tells Margot and Edith that Gru's stuck. The girls run to the control room and see what's going on. Edith wants to call the fire department, but Margot stops her. She knows just what to do. Back at the ride, the minions are having a blast sliding up and down the platform. They don't notice Gru until he starts yelling for help. They look at each other, then back at Gru, and finally decide to do what he says. One of the minions runs to the lever and pushes it up, freeing Gru from his sticky situation. Gru thanks the minions and asks if they want to take the ride again. They all cheer and run to the front of the line. But before they can get started, Margot, Edith, and Agnes come running. They want to tell the minions how to make Gru's invention work, but they're too late. The minions already figured it out. The girls look at each other, then at the minions, and finally shrug and head home. The minions are so excited to finally be able to use Gru's invention that they all pile into the ride at once. They start pulling on the levers, but nothing happens. It turns out they forgot to put the bananas back on the platform. So one minion runs to grab some while the others keep pulling on the levers. Soon enough, the platform starts moving up and down, and they're all cheering. But the fun doesn't last long. One of the minions lets go and falls off the platform. Don't worry, though, he's not hurt at all. In fact, he's having the time of his life. He slides down the pole and lands on a pile of bananas. The other minions laugh, but then they hear a loud crash. They run to the window and see that Gru's invention is out of control. The girls come running and see the same thing, but before they can do anything, the ride comes to a stop. Gru steps out, shakes off the cobwebs, and smiles at his daughters. They hug, then he turns to the minions and tells them that they did a good job. They all cheer, but it's time to go home, so the minions wave goodbye to Gru and the girls as they head back to the bus. And that's the end of today's adventure. Hey, do you like simple machines? There are all kinds of simple machines like levers, pulleys, and wheels and axles. All these simple machines make work easier. Levers are one of my favorite simple machines. They can make things go up and down, like the platform in Gru's invention. Pulleys are another one of my favorite simple machines. They can make things go up and down too, but they also make it easier to lift heavy things. Wheels and axles are another one of my favorite simple machines. They can make things go fast, and they can also make things go around corners. I love learning about simple machines. What's your favorite simple machine? Thanks for watching. See you next time.